Hollywood scandals have always fascinated the public, but when a controversy involves the British royal family, the world pays even closer attention. Recently, shocking headlines began circulating again about one of the monarchy's most controversial figures. Reports about new investigations and legal troubles connected to Prince Andrew have reignited debates about accountability inside the royal institution. And when King Charles III was asked about the situation, his reaction only added more fuel to the conversation. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tetsi, and today we're diving into the latest royal controversy surrounding Prince Andrew, the investigations that have kept his name in the headlines, and how the royal family is trying to manage the growing pressure from the public. To understand why this story continues to attract so much attention, we have to look at the long history of controversy surrounding Prince Andrew. For many years, he was considered one of the most visible members of the royal family. As the second son of Queen Elizabeth II, Andrew carried out royal duties around the world and represented the monarchy at countless events. But over time, his reputation began to suffer due to his connections with individuals who were later involved in serious criminal investigations. The controversy reached a new level when Andrew's association with Jeffrey Epstein became public knowledge. Epstein was later convicted of serious crimes involving the trafficking and exploitation of young women. When photographs surfaced showing Andrew with Epstein and with people connected to Epstein's network, the public reaction was immediate and intense. Questions began to circulate about what Andrew knew about Epstein's activities and why he had maintained contact with him even after Epstein's first conviction. In response to the growing backlash, Prince Andrew attempted to defend himself in a now famous television interview. The interview was intended to clear his name, but instead it created even more controversy. Many viewers felt his explanations were unconvincing, and critics argued that the interview only raised more questions. Shortly afterward, Andrew stepped back from public royal duties, effectively removing himself from the official work of the monarchy. Since that moment, Prince Andrew has largely disappeared from public life, but the story surrounding him has never fully gone away. Legal battles and civil claims connected to the Epstein case continued to generate headlines. Eventually, Andrew reached a settlement with one of the women who had accused him of misconduct, although he did not admit any wrongdoing. Even so, the settlement damaged his reputation further and intensified the debate about whether members of powerful institutions should face greater accountability. Now, years later, the controversy has resurfaced once again. New reports and investigations have brought renewed attention to the relationships and events that surrounded the earlier scandal. While details remain the subject of ongoing discussion and speculation, the renewed focus on Prince Andrew has placed the royal family in an uncomfortable position. For King Charles III, the situation presents a major challenge. Since becoming king, Charles has been working to modernize the monarchy while maintaining public trust in the institution. One of his priorities has been reducing the number of working royals and emphasizing transparency and responsibility. The continued presence of controversy involving Prince Andrew complicates that mission. Observers have noted that Charles has taken steps to distance the monarchy from Andrew's personal affairs. In recent years, Andrew lost several official titles and patronages that were once associated with his royal role. These changes were widely interpreted as an effort by the royal family to protect the reputation of the institution while acknowledging the seriousness of the allegations and controversies surrounding him. However, the public response has remained divided. Some people believe the royal family has already taken appropriate action by removing Andrew from public duties. Others argue that the monarchy should go even further, emphasizing that public figures must be held accountable for their actions regardless of status or position. The renewed media attention has also sparked broader discussions about how powerful institutions handle scandals. Critics have pointed out that when influential individuals face accusations or investigations, the response from institutions can sometimes appear slow or cautious. Supporters of the monarchy, on the other hand, argue that the royal family has been placed in an extremely difficult position, balancing personal relationships with public responsibility. Another factor that continues to drive interest in this story is the global fascination with the royal family itself. The British monarchy has always attracted worldwide attention, with millions of people following royal weddings, births, and public appearances. But scandals often attract even more attention than celebrations. Every new development connected to Prince Andrew becomes an international headline. News outlets analyze every statement from palace officials, every public appearance by members of the royal family, and every legal update related to the case. In the age of social media, these discussions spread faster than ever before, reaching audiences far beyond the United Kingdom. At the same time, the monarchy itself is facing broader questions about its role in the modern world. Some critics argue that institutions built on tradition must adapt to contemporary expectations of transparency and accountability. Others believe the monarchy continues to provide cultural stability and national identity, even during times of controversy. For King Charles III, navigating this environment requires careful decisions. Any public comment or action related to Prince Andrew could influence how the monarchy is perceived both in Britain and internationally. That's why official statements from the palace tend to be cautious and carefully worded. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew himself remains largely out of the public spotlight. He has rarely appeared at major royal events since stepping back from official duties. When he does appear, his presence often reignites debate about whether he should continue to be associated with the royal institution at all. Despite the ongoing controversy, many royal observers believe the monarchy will eventually move beyond this chapter. Historically, the royal family has survived numerous scandals and crises, adapting to changing public expectations while maintaining its symbolic role. However, the story of Prince Andrew serves as a reminder that even the most powerful institutions are not immune to scrutiny. In today's world, public figures are examined more closely than ever before, and the actions of individuals can have far-reaching consequences for the organizations they represent. As investigations and discussions continue, the future of Prince Andrew's public image remains uncertain. What is clear is that the controversy has already left a lasting mark on the modern history of the royal family. Whether the monarchy can fully move past the scandal may depend on how effectively it responds to the demands of transparency and accountability in the years ahead. And as long as questions remain unanswered, the world will continue watching closely to see how this royal controversy ultimately unfolds.